One sudden fright can change your dog's behaviour for the worse. A single roar, bang or crash at the wrong moment can leave your dog on high alert for the rest of the walk, or even for the rest of their life. If you don't know how to handle those moments, you risk everyday walks becoming a battlefield of tension and scanning for danger. In this episode, you'll learn exactly what to do in the heat of the moment to stop one scare from ruining everything and give your dog the best chance to bounce back calm and confident. Hi, it's Katie, dog fanatic, coffee addict, and your guide to stress-free dog walks. If your dog pulls on the lead, barks, lunges, ignores your recall, or wants to say hello to everyone and everything, you're in the right place. There are such simple things you can do to make your dog calm down, listen to you, and behave like a superstar. Nothing will boost your confidence quicker so that you can enjoy relaxing walks with a dog you're proud of. Welcome to Stress-Free Dog Walks. In the previous episode of this show, we explored how a dog's very first experience can shape their long-term behaviour, for better or worse. Using Creedie's first ferry trip as an example, we looked at how fear learning can happen, the danger of small stressors adding up, and the practical steps that you can take, like leaving extra time, using familiar cues, and looking for teaching moments from the start to turn everyday firsts into calm, confident wins so that you can avoid the stress, the setbacks, and sometimes the lifelong struggles that come from bad first experiences. Sometimes though, no matter how much groundwork you lay and how prepared you are, something sudden and overwhelming just happens, and you have to think fast. Emily and Creedie were high up on the fells above Ullswater, beautiful, peaceful countryside in the Lake District National Park. They were just enjoying their quiet hike when suddenly the ground started rumbling under their feet. And before Emily could even process it, an ear-splitting roar tore through the air to their left. Emily instinctively ducked and looked up, and directly above her head, a fighter jet blasted past them, so low that she could see the joins in the metal panelling. Her dog Creedie was just a few feet in front of her, and he froze, just stopped, still, head up watching. Now this is the classic freeze response, often the first stage in a startled stress reaction. It's part of the same survival system that gives us fight, flight, or even the fool around response that you so often see too. All instinctive, they don't do it consciously. You've probably seen this kind of freeze before, and so you know that what comes next can be a panicked bolt to find safety, or rushing around frantically barking. That freeze is your make or break moment. It's both a risk and an opportunity. Left unchecked, it can snowball into full-blown panic, but intervene quickly and you can use that stillness as a tiny window to interrupt the stress spiral and help your dog shift into recovery instead of escalation. And we really want their next move after the freeze to be bouncing back to calm instead of a big explosive response that could not only ruin the rest of your walk, scanning hypervigilance and anxiety about what's next, but also could change your dog's behaviour for the worse in the long term. The stuff we talked about last time, fear learning, how dogs form lasting associations from frightening experiences. Emily, of course, knows this, and so she was able to respond with lightning speed. She reached into a treat pouch and threw a handful of pate towards Creedie's face. Treats rained down in front of him, breaking his stillness. Instead of scanning the sky for more danger, his focus dropped to the ground where the treats had landed, literally shifting his focus in the opposite direction from the terrifyingly loud plane. Now, sniffing and eating are naturally calming behaviours, helping the nervous system to shift away from fight, flight, freeze, or fool around and back towards balance. Then she launched into her silliest voice. Wow, aren't you brave? What was that? Oh, you clever boy. As she approached him so she could shift to counter-conditioning, feeding him directly while the jets continued over the lake. Counter-conditioning simply means changing the emotional meaning of something. In practice, it's pairing the scary thing with something the dog loves, like food or play. The brain stops filing that sound or sight under danger and starts linking it with good things happen here instead. And that silly, comforting voice, I love it. When you have a strong, trusting bond with your dog, they will take their cues from you. Their nervous systems are wired to notice our tone of voice, the way we move, and even the tension in our shoulders or how quickly we breathe. That's why calm, loose body language and sing-song tones can work wonders in scary moments. So even if you feel shaken, sounding upbeat and silly can reassure your dog that they are safe, and it will probably help you feel better too. Then the noise stopped, so the treats stopped. Ending the food exactly when the jet went quiet was deliberate. In counter-conditioning, by matching the treats to the noise, Emily gave Creedie a clear message. The roar means safety and snacks. The silence means back to normal. And so off they marched with a bright "let's go," letting the change in environment redirect Creedie's focus. The goal isn't just make the scary thing positive, it's about breaking the tension in the moment, stopping fixation, disrupting the thought process, and helping them not to lock onto the scary thing and start scanning the horizon for the next one. That's how hypervigilance builds when a dog learns to expect fear again. Emily and Creedie encountered several more jets that day, thankfully none quite so close, and each time Emily used the same approach: counter-conditioning and calm, reassuring support. By the fourth flyover, Creedie was flopped on the ground beside a picnic bench. She reached down with treats and he didn't even bother opening his eyes. That's resilience at work. Each repetition gave his nervous system another chance to practice bouncing back until the sound just no longer fazed him. When every roar was met with the same predictable support, his brain learned, this noise is safe, my human has me covered. By the end of the day, what had started as a frightening jolt had turned into just background noise, and that peaceful nap by the bench was living proof of his resilience. The first roar absolutely triggered a stress response. It frightened Emily too. It could easily have left Creedie with a lasting fear of that place, or anything even vaguely similar in sound. But by jumping in right there in the moment, Emily gave him the best chance to recover without storing up that fear for later. Prevention like this is extremely powerful, far more effective than trying to undo a phobia once it's taken hold. A calm, supportive response in the first seconds after a fright can save weeks or months, honestly, even years of work later, because the dog just never gets a chance to rehearse and store that fear in the first place. All right, so when fear can't be avoided, act fast. Interrupt the moment, don't wait to see how they might react, then use food or toys to immediately shift focus. Talk, move, and stay positive. Your tone absolutely matters, and a sprinkle of excitement can cover your own nerves too. Move on as soon as possible, get out of that immediate environment, and repeat the support consistently if the trigger reappears. It might not always be enough, but it's your best option to limit any negative impact. Think of it as damage control. You may not be able to stop the scare from happening, but you can hopefully stop it from leaving a lasting mark. And every time you step in like this, you're building your dog's trust that when the world does get loud or overwhelming, you'll help them through it. Now that is partnership at its very best. Be sure to go and check out the previous episode on calm firsts to learn how to best prepare your dog for potentially scary situations that you know are coming. Vet visits, new cars, Christmas decorations, that kind of thing, so that they don't cause anxiety or reactivity. I'll also link you to Blue's story in the show notes, which explains how to give your dog the best chance of recovering from scary or exciting situations before you even leave the house. We're always stacking the deck in our favour on this show, giving our dogs and ourselves, of course, the greatest advantage for stress-free walks. I'd love to hear how you implement what we discussed today. I'm Katie Guastapalia, and you can connect with me on Instagram at Dogwood Adventure Play or inside Club Dogwood. You'll find show notes and any links I mentioned over at stressfreedogwalks.com. Remember, no one piece of advice will magically fix your dog. You'll get the best results when you combine what we talked about today with the low-stress Scentventure lifestyle. Advice and opinions are our own. I'm a dog training and behaviour specialist, but I may not be your dog trainer or behaviour specialist, so do your own research before implementing anything you hear on the show. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with another dog owner who could use a dose of calm and confidence in their lives too. Sharing is the best way to make the world a better place for the dogs we love so much. Oh, wait. Before you go, I would love to send you a copy of with my Calm Canine Blueprint completely free as a gift. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment Calm Canine below, because it really helps other dog owners find the support that they need too. The blueprint is my 10-page plan where I'll give you the big picture of everything that's needed to create a calm, relaxed dog. So if you're wondering, yes, I would love to have a chill dog who listens to me, but where do I even start? Well, this is it. This is where you start. It also includes a soothing, calming audio track for you and your dog to listen to together. And so it's ideal for winding down after a stressful day, a difficult walk, or preparing your dog to switch off for the evening. When you're calm, your dog naturally mirrors your energy. It's one of our best audios, but I will unlock access for you for free, along with the entire blueprint. I know, crazy, I know. So just like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment Calm Canine below. Take a screenshot of your comment and then head over to stressfreedogwalks.com/comment to upload it. And then I'll send you the Calm Canine Blueprint and audio track free. Again, head over to stressfreedogwalks.com/comment to upload your screenshot and get access. Thanks so much for all your support, and I can't wait to hear how the show has helped you.